we're going straight away.
Right into the land of dawn for game number 2. The decider for EVOS Legends. Will they stay in 7th place, or will they climb up with a 1-to-1 equalizer? Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see, indeed.
Oh man, like I think back again with the first games matter. Like in terms of composition, I like EVOS's composition better. There's no real solution, like good solution for Brands and Cried in general. There's no one who's gonna go to the backline and wreak havoc. The best thing you can do is somehow make Chatera be able to be creative on his approach. But Poloski once again very creative.
No, let's see. Free throw though, will comfortably secured by the White Tiger side. And it seems like for the first, 2 waves, Isha farms quite well, almost stolen there. But again, EVOS Legends, my guess is early game, they will play aggressively here with the combination of Navaria, Edith, and Lancelot. I expect invades.
Super fast farming too here from Taz, getting a good steal earlier on, getting level 4 a bit faster than Niall. Proving that maybe a way to beat this Shredrin in the jungle isn't through skirmishes, but to farming even faster than him. Niall was caught up quite well, but Taz is looking for that level 5. You can see the rotations from both teams around this XP lane.
Okay, another concern to be considered by Chatera itself. No Purify means that you have to spend your heavy crossbow to get away from the penalty zone. As Toss, Fluffy, and Cried already level 4, and they're ready to go for the next turtle battle. Is this gonna be Niall or Toss?
Let's see. It seems like from the setup, though, it will be equal, 4v4. But it seems like Fredrin will go to the purple buff first. Fanstrong now caught, stunned, flickers out of the way, but first blood will fall to the Geeks as the first turtle now will be taken by Geek Fan, perhaps. But no, they will take their time. They will definitely take their time here, as it seems like EVOS Legends, they are still looking for an angle to recover.
How do they recover here, though, right? I mean, it comes down to creating an opening for Taz. Fanstrong has that Primal Wrath. The Astral Echo reveals 3 members. Geek Fam, they're the ones who can pull the trigger. There you go.
Oh, good. I'm offended. Vanstrong gets taken down for the second time. Now Fluffy soaking a lot of damage. Flickers out of the way. Terrified, though, as he will fall. Cadera in the front side now. Healing damage is Taz. Will not be able to survive. Geek Fam, full control the first 3 minutes.
Don't run Wolf King on the, or in this case, Tiger King Toss. Looking like lost there because Lancelot against this kind of CCs, Luke and Niall and Poloski in the same place. You can't really get away from that as Niall takes the turtle without any care in the word. Geek Fam played this early game way better than I thought it would be.
Absolutely ridiculous plan from Geek Fam. Look at Niall with the invade.
Let's see now, jumping in. Good knockup though. Beloyski will not be able to survive this time. Taz picks up the kill and the purple.
Good recovery from the Tigers. They know that the Geek Fam, were invading a bit too deep into their jungle. Evo still had that retry for Taz, and he was able to secure it despite it was a 50-50 retry battle. Niall was holding it in. So despite that, Taz in the 50-50s has had more success compared to Niall.
Okay, so this is a matchup that we haven't seen at all in MPL. Even I haven't seen it in ranked. Ixia versus Irithel. In the earlier phase, they're actually Chatera just dominating against Bronze, forcing some flickers away too. But what do you think about this, Mirko? You are more well-versed in the goal lane than me.
For the Ixia, the way you win is through the sustain, not necessarily through your damage. You win through better sustain. You need to look for these random trades in the gold lane and then farm up or just hit with your passive to get back to full HP. But when you're pressured this much, you're still a very, very immobile gold laner. All you need is a few ganks, and up against the immobility battle, well, the mobility that Chidera has, it's really hard for Brands to get an angle. Let's take a look at the town prediction ranking here. Has it just shifted, or?
No, I think
accuracy.
Accuracy.
This is a bit wrong, I think.
No, this is correct. Is it not? Well, let's see. Okay, as for recall pops, it's Van Strong now. Flickering out of the way. Taz jumping in. Ooh. Oh, good escape there. As it seems like now, right. will not be able to do anything. No casualties though, but take a look at Geek Fam here. Healthy lead, 1,000 gold lead.
Back to the topic though.
Yeah.
Ixia. Brands is going for the attack speed build. So usually we do see like a common debate here being, what do you build on the Ixia? Do you want to go for pure damage? Or do you want to go for attack speed? Brands, I think he wants to play with that passive a bit more with the attack speed. Corrosion Scythe building to a DHS next. Yeah, still with those three core items.
Which just works wonders against the three frontliners of Geek Fam. And if somehow Fluffy gets a really good knockout from the penalty zone, we have seen that Brands in the first team fight there, that's a really good ult, but there's no damage just yet. He has to wait for the items to be able to pop off, and also the synergy as well, because Niall can tank it up quite well in this early game as he's looking for another turtle on his hand. But
good pull. Taz now looking to puncture out of the way. Oh, almost gets a red trade, but it will fall to the hands of the Geeks. Taz with no puncture will be taken down. Luke flickers out of the way. Fluffy now sandbagging, dealing damage as well, but it seems like no follow-up here for Fluffy as he will fall as well. Geek Fam entering the mid-game very, very strong.
The Geeks are overwhelming the Tigers with CC, throwing everything in the kitchen sink to the right members. The target acquisition for Geek Fam has been their main strength in both Game 1 that led to them getting the game victory, and even here, controlling the early game with that.
And speaking of targeting right now, the only member of Geek Fam that has fallen is Beloyski. This is the guy that you want to give your death to EVOS, but on the other side, Taz has fallen 2 times against multiple CCs of Geek Fam. This is not looking good for the damage dealers of EVOS Legends, but we have a game fact here by Grab, exactly 2 months after... Oh, I lost it.
Exactly 2 months after the hero, Ixia,
finally
been released. It's finally debuting in MPL. We did see it in ISF actually, but here in MPL, it's the first time ever. I think, Beloy.
Good. Conceal, I'm offended. Brands now will pop his ult, as the damage will not be enough just yet, but the cover though will be there. The right side gets terrified. Beloyski will be the first one to fall as Niall wasn't able to find the kill as Brands finally gets taken out. Fluffy in the front side zoning Kadera out, but it seems like he himself takes a lot of damage. Good cover, and Fluffy will be taken down. Now Taz jumps in with the Thorn Rose. Appraise those rounds, missed it. Good spacing created as Gripe 2 falls as it's wiped out for Geek Fam.
How did that happen? Fights going on, 1v1s across the board. It looked like Geek Fam's fight to lose at that point. They were diving in, they lost a lot of HP, but through Chad era, gave him space, and the Chad from Madura delivers.
It doesn't make sense, man. That's like 3 ankle breakers in a row for Jadera against Fluffy, which has like point-blank target. All you have to do is land a single skill. Just a single skill at a time. 2-phase second skill has been missed by Fluffy, and also the first skill to get juked. What is going on? This guy is just popping off in this match, man. 11-2 from Geek Fam, 6k gold lead, and right now the job is to not fumble the bag just like other teams before this.
That's a GDS as well, playing on that mobility, really stacking it up, knowing that Brands, that is his main weakness, immobility. If Brands is staying still, just like a turret, it's so easy to maneuver around that ultimate. That's exactly what we saw from Geek Fam, that maneuverability, the ability to just rotate back and forth into the turret range and into Ixia's range. Gave them a big W.
So we take a look at the level difference of both marksmen. 12 for Chad Era and also 10 for Brands, this is a very experimental pick. I kind of suspected that this is how it will work out, but man, oh man, it might be a mistake to swap out Brands for Toma right now, because like even if you lose, you still kind of get value for like playing Toma for more matches. Get him more experience for the future, but in this case, if they actually lose, like what's the sub for?
It seems like the sub has yet to create an impact. Taking a look at the items though here, Chefin. Corrosion DHS. for Itcha.
And then the Legion Sword. What is he going for? Malefic?
Yeah, Malefic for sure.
Maybe
because
Malefic.
There's 3 frontliners from Geek Fam, but it's interesting enough is Chandera not going for Malefic Glory. He's actually going for more survivability, but Fluffy might be looking for a boy.
Yeah, all in for a boy. Flicker, though, is still there. Luke now. Oh, good flicker. Final slash as Van Strong falls. Fluffy, though, will be able to take the heat as he escapes. It's a 1-for-0 for now, but it gets the job done. Geek Fam, they have destabilized EVOS Legends.
Geek Fams are the king at subverting expectations.
Yeah.
But every single fight where it looks like they're losing, Beloy, oh, there you go. The flicker, and I'm offended. Ends up with a blunder.
Yeah, this time Chef Beloy wasn't able to find the opening that he wants, but it seems like it's still A-OK. 7.7 thousand gold lead already in hand, and with the kill on towards Beloy, it doesn't really mount to anything. EVOS Legends, they are still the ones getting pressured.
Yeah, definitely a lot of value, but we had a hand cam here. Very, very skilled display.
Wow.
How many, like,
faster than Kyrie's.
What's the stat? Like GPM? DPM?
It's RPM, recalls per minute.
Yeah, RPM. Just
Let's
looking
see.
to
If he can continue this, I think he might be able to break
surpass Sans,
Sans' record. Just keep on doing it, Luke. We'll have our prediction, guys. Good luck with it. Oh, no! The production will have to go and, do overtime with this. You're going to have to replay and see exactly how... No, the whole team is joining in!
No.
Well, we're on this point, Geek Fam, they're beasts.
no.
They're modern beasts. They're Neo beasts. You guys can collect the Lilia and the Fredrin skin right now with a 10-time draw. 30% off with the first 10-time spin.
Okay. Remember the keys of victory. Miracle Connie.
Don't
Do
recall.
not recall, but
Well, technically, they didn't recall in front of Taz.
yeah.
yo, you know what? That's actually right. But you know what? I think a lot of people has been criticizing the recalls a lot, but at the end of the day, they want to just win. This might be the thing that they're looking for. It's a side war. It's a way to subvert the expectation. It's a way to kind of mess up the minds of your opponents. And they're definitely doing it for sure here.
Let's see, indeed. EVOS Legends still in the back foot here. America looking at the formation. Geek Fam very comfortable to play around the map.
And here, you also have a limited time free access to all heroes. Similarly to how EVOS Legends, they have a limited time in this game to make a move at this point. Enhanced Lord held down by Nile. And look at that slow push down below. The Geeks are using their intellect.
Okay, but the plus point for EVOS Legends is Taz is using that Lancelot. He has a lot of maneuverability, he has a lot of dashes, and also that Thorndoors combined with Retribution is going to come in handy in terms of objective battles. And Fluffy, we've seen time to time again, when he's on Tarizla, he's always the one who zones out, somehow stuns the opposing jungler away from Retribution. So I think Geek Fam, they have to prioritize getting the member first before they actually pull the trigger for this Lord. But looks like they're not going to do it, as they have to send a member down below. It is a free Lord for Geek Fam, and it might be looking to end the game after this with 9k gold lead on their hand.
Macro prowess, macro plays at its best from Geek Fam. Down below with a slow push, a forced error created, and the Tigers had to respond to it. It would have been a very risky 50-50. Remember, they don't have much mobility, so when they send someone down below, he's not going to make it back to the Lord.
Don't forget to join the Nostalgia event with EVOS fans especially. You can get free skins if you actually stack it up. I think it took about 7 days, but you always play Mobile Legends all the time, right? So it doesn't really matter. It's a free skin for you, for everyone, especially EVOS fans out there. You know Nostalgia the best.
Let's take a look at in-game equipment here before the siege. Perhaps a final siege, Sheffin.
Okay. Loiski though. Ooh, missed one.
Okay, Baser top side will be taken out by the charge. EVOS Legends will be distracted by the Lord this time. And Geek Fam, it seems like they can't pull the trigger just yet because the minions aren't there in the mid base turret. Now, Taz, health, HP. Baser will be the target. Good knock-up now, Beloyski. Good penalties on Flicker onto his backside. Beloyski loses immortality, but Van Strong will lose his life. Now Taz 1v1 against Luke. 1 HP still survive.
How?
EVOS Legends.
Come on, man.
They are still defending, but they are a man down.
They're not just playing with fire, they're dancing, they're in the fire, they love the heat. They just survive with 1 HP, every single one of them. How many times has this happened in this game? 4 times that they have gone for an engage, it hasn't looked good for them, and they just escape.
Like, even I'm, like, as the kids would say, they stay flabbergasted, man. Like, as you can see, the damage dealt, a boy topping the list. Now, a boy, there has been some concerns. He has a good KD here, 0 deaths so far, but he's been the one has been checking the bush over and over again, and just this close to getting punished by Fluffy, by Fan Strong in the front line. So he has to be careful in terms of like checking the bushes, because I think Nile has the better job, or like he's the better man to do it.
This is something that we need to discuss. Brand 0, 1, and 2, but that damage dealt says something very different. 44,000, just below a boy. Let's take a look at the instant replay here to see exactly how much damage Brands did. Take a look at his positioning and look at how much damage he did with just this ultimate. Jeez.
Ooh, combined with the flicker.
Massive. Look at Taz here, right? Almost.
Yeah, almost is never enough, unfortunately, in Mobile Legends. And there's been some plus. Immortality taken down, but Inhibitor turret from the top side is gone for EVOS Legends. Only 1 hit away from death is in the mid lane so far in terms of objective. In terms of turret, Geek Fam always had it in the back. EVOS Legends only securing 1 turret in the bot lane. No turtles, no lord whatsoever, as Luke secures the immortality for safety measures.
We're here just holding on to it. There's not much that Geek Fam want to do aside from controlling neutral objectives and staying
Pressure, I guess.
well, yeah, keeping their pressure, staying
what
slow.
win? At the backside?
No way!
Good pickoff. Beloyski and Kadira the setup. Now it's a concealed play. 3v2 though. Beloyski denying the rotation, but it opens up the space for Regin to get the Lord. And now, with the mana down, they will likely to get it. And Taz now, 50% HP, will not be able to contest.
5 gigs, a family, and a dream. Geek Fam, what are these moves on the map? The macro prowess is absolutely stunning. And Cry had to fall victim to that play.
Yikes.
I told you, man, it's the psychological play. They know that Cry feels the safest in the base, and they're going for it. Beloyski has all the tools in the world, especially that flicker to get Cry to death with Chadera also, and also that's a split pushing potential. That's why EVOS Legends has to send out some members down below to take care of it. As Toss, being the lone member to contest the Lord, he's not gonna force things out. It's right now. Beloyski will have the flicker available in just a second, and that might be the end of EVOS Legends.
J. Robert Beloyski with his absolutely explosive plays.
Let's say, will they or EVOS Legends be able to defend this one? Lord top side. Van Strong gets taunted, taking damage. It seems like he will be the first target. Good final slash taunting Tao as the Brands will fall. And this opens the base wide open. Geek Fam now will be able to end the game. Surely the White Tigers looking for the defense, but it seems like the pressure from Geek Fam is just too huge. Van Strong falls. Fluffy though will be the trade, and it seems like Geek Fam will be able to